I have been wondering about something we do when we are afraid of being misunderstood. We explain ourselves, then we explain the explanation. Then we add another explanation just to make sure the person doesn't think badly of us. And sometimes, by the time we are finished, we're no longer communicating. We are asking for permission. Think about it. Someone invites you somewhere, but you genuinely can't go. A simple answer could be, "Thank you for inviting me, but I won't be able to make it." That's a complete sentence. But sometimes we don't stop there. We say things like, "I'm so sorry. The thing is, I've had such a busy week, and tomorrow I have something else to do, and I haven't really rested, and I hope you don't misunderstand me." And before you know it, you're presenting evidence for a decision that may not actually require anybody's approval. So I've been wondering, why do we do this? And I think there is an important distinction here. There is explanation, there is accountability, and there is permission seeking. They can sound similar, but they are not the same thing. Explanation says things like, "I want you to understand what happened." Accountability says things like, "My decision affected you, so you deserve to know why." But permission seeking says, "I need you to approve of my decision before I can feel comfortable with it." And that's where things get interesting. Because sometimes the person we're talking to has not even demanded an explanation. We are explaining because their possible disappointment makes us uncomfortable. We don't just want them to understand our decision. We want to control how they feel about our decision. You see this in everyday life. Someone changes careers and feels compelled to convince everybody that it was the right decision. Someone establishes a boundary and writes 3 paragraphs defending it. Someone doesn't answer a message for 2 hours and immediately begins, "I'm so sorry, I was actually..." Someone changes their mind and feels as though changing your mind requires a courtroom defense. Someone needs some time to be alone but feels guilty because other people may interpret it as rejection. And I've come to realize something. Some explanations are information. Others are anxiety wearing the clothes of communication. But there is another side to this. I don't completely agree with the popular statement, "I don't owe anybody any explanation." Sometimes you do. If your actions affect your spouse, your children, your employer, your colleagues, your business partner, or someone you made a commitment to, an explanation may be part of responsibility. Refusing to communicate is not automatically confidence. It's simply poor communication. So the lesson is not never explain yourself. The better question is, does this person genuinely need information from me? Or am I asking them for emotional permission to make a decision that is mine to make? That distinction matters. Because maturity doesn't mean you stop caring about what everybody thinks. It means you learn whose opinion deserves authority in which part of your life. Not everybody should have equal voting rights over your decisions. There are people whose counsel you should take seriously. There are also people you should be accountable to. There are relationships where your decisions cannot be made as though you are the only person affected. But there will also be people who disagree with you simply because your choice is different from what they would have chosen. And eventually, you have to become comfortable with that. Because here's the difficult truth. You can explain yourself perfectly and still be misunderstood. You can choose your words carefully. You can clarify your intentions. You can be very respectful. You can provide context. And somebody can still walk away with a completely different interpretation. At some point, the explanation has done its job. And that is where confidence enters. Not arrogance, not disrespect, not refusing accountability, just the quiet ability to say, "I have communicated what needed to be communicated. I don't need to keep talking until everybody agrees with me." Maybe confidence is not having an explanation for everything you do. Maybe confidence is knowing when an explanation has served its purpose and having enough peace to stop talking. Because confidence is not refusing to explain yourself. No. Confidence is knowing when the explanation is finished.